We are live.
Cool.
And I
Do you
suppose
want
I
to stream us on Discord too, so we can see whatever you're gonna.
Okay.
Also, hi, welcome to Frankly Unstreamable at twitch.tv/frankly implausible, which are seeming more and more like ill-advised names every day. That's not Skyrim at all. Is this Skyrim?
So I've installed a couple mods for Skyrim. You might be familiar with how the Skyrim script extender requires you to download a third-party application and launch Skyrim through that. In this, I've downloaded the Elder Scrolls Battlespire, and I've launched that. So that's our modded Skyrim now.
Chris, I just want to be clear on something. Have you modded Skyrim into Battlespire? Or is this just Battlespire?
I've launched Battlespire.exe, and maybe Skyrim's involved somehow. I don't know how the internals of this program works.
Okay, so no, it's just Battlespire.
Now, I was talking with Sean earlier about Battlespire and how much of a mess that was. So, and since today is a shorter sort of mini thing, I figured rather than bringing Little Mouth Big Dream back, let's just sort of dip into Battlespire and see if it lives up to the legends.
I forgot that his name was Little Mouth Big Dream. Oh, I cannot wait to go back to that guy. Alright,
I mean, we don't have to wait to go back. We can ditch the Battlespire.
I want to see Battlespire. Listen, you've created an embarrassment of riches, is what you've done. I'm so jazzed about everything involved right now.
Alright.
This is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. I can't believe you've done this.
So as you can see, this mod for Skyrim does change the graphics quite a bit.
It's so confusing that you keep calling it a mod for Skyrim.
Now, one thing that's interesting about Battlespire is that attacking is right-click. Left-click is talk, and we can talk to literally any enemy at any time.
Wow, that's already the worst decision I've...
You talk? What wants it?
No.
So...
What?
Also, everything is voice acted, and the quality varies.
Yeah.
The Scamp is one of the better voice acting.
Oh good, so it's gonna get worse from here?
Hang on, can I have a moment to just change my push to talk?
Yeah, man, go for it. I just cannot stand the way that thing keeps scratching.
In the meantime, if you can browse our response options and come up with your own little favorite.
I believe these are all threats.
Real be one story little monkey. Tell me where name of a person I've never heard of is, and I'll spare you your miserable life. Tell me how to get out of this place, and I swear by all the gods that you shall go unharmed.
Now,
well, that third one's the least murdery.
Now, what happened here was we went into the training academy for the Imperial Battle Mages. Note that picking up any kind of magical skill whatsoever is entirely optional, and I opted against it. We are, in no sense of the word, a battle mage.
Well, I get the sense we're probably in some senses of the word battle.
Right, but battle mage is one word, man.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, that's...
We are not a mage who battles.
Yep.
Another apprentice, who we know quite well personally, is Josie and Cade, who went to the trials at the same time as us.
Okay.
Also, the way back seems to be sealed behind some kind of magical rune. So we can ask this little monkey for the keys out, ask him what happened to our friend Cade, or just ask him how to leave.
Least murdery option unless he scratches his ear again, in which case we go for the most murdery option.
Okay, his next animation, not the scratching. We'll swear.
Okay, sure. One way back to man world. Big boss sigil. Catch, go, boom. One way out, go with bosses. Real safe. One way ride busted magic boats, say bosses. Real safe. Now, you promise, no hurt. God's rot if you sneaky sneak sneak sneak.
Alright, let's not sneaky sneak sneak sneak.
That wasn't...
So,
Boy.
Sean is just like Twin Peaks.
so the way out is to touch a sigil to go boom and ride a busted magic boat.
Raven, you could have said it's just like Twin Peaks about literally anything, and I'd have to believe you haven't seen Twin
You
Peaks.
what?
Okay, now we took a step forward and another of the scamp is talking to us.
Why?
Rishal wants the Cade thing.
What? Sorry, why is it talking to us then?
Because I took a step forward and, I don't know, it wanted to talk about the Cade thing.
Did you left click again?
No, I just stepped forward. Sometimes the
good.
enemies
so
will...
they can talk to you
Yeah.
as well. Awesome.
Now, we can say, "Fool, touch me and die!" Or,
Yeah.
"Join my glorious warband, smite my enemies, and feast forever in the halls of the mighty. In fact, join me, and as a token of my favor, I won't kill you. Not even a little bit."
Who wrote this garbage? Look upon me and know you do. Touch not, Josie, and or I will shatter your skin and spray your steaming entrails. They only steam if it's really cold, man.
Idiot. Cade is a male creature. Do I look like a male creature? Scram, or your Lord Rishal may hear how you offended me.
Honestly, you could pick any of them. They're all the same to me. I'm so confused at this point that...
Let's just try and recruit
Yeah,
him.
that's the one. Let's threaten him a bunch.
And sometimes they... Oh, a scamp is inviting us to speak.
I wish it wouldn't. Man, is that what people mean when they say, "What a delightful little scamp"? Because I don't see a lot that's delightful about this.
Alright, we aren't
So what's
talking
this
with
corpse?
this.
Can we loot it?
We can... Well, there's a scroll nearby. Pair of scrolls. This is my
Is that
character,
your
by the way.
character?
Yes.
Oh boy. Really though?
I can take you through character creation and make something else.
No.
There's actually a lot interesting about character creation.
Nope. I think I'm good.
So, we can see this scroll telling us who's been through the gate. Samar Starlover, Master of the Serpent Blade. Grad Helthin, Clarentavius Valicius, Paxty Bitter, Josie and Cade. And then the hand got a bit scribbled as he talked about Daedric Prince's forcing entry in the Battlespire falling.
Yeah, but that happens all the time.
The gate home is closed by the sigil. The only way out is the old Star Galley. Tried to guard the anchors. Most were loosed. If you avenge us, restore the anchors.
Chris, you promised me the glitchiest game ever, and so far nothing's broken at all. I mean, sure,
Yeah.
the entire character art is busted, but other than that, nothing's broken at all. Break something.
Part of the reason I made a female character, by the way, was because this was made in the 90s when there were like a couple dozen people playing most games. And not many people would notice if a game like this had nudity in it.
Oh,
So,
good.
if we wanted to play a man, we can play a man without nudity, but the only way to play a woman would be for me to make her beforehand.
Oh, I see.
Now, this game is a lot like Mount and Blade in that we can choose different attack directions. By moving diagonal like this, I decrease the odds of hitting, but increase the amount of damage I do.
What?
That little head tap, I don't know, just kind of sucks. This is the basic attack, a horizontal one. The scamp we recruited before is helping us fight.
Naked xenomorph with a grub fur.
We'll talk with him.
No. Well, I think you have to tell it your friend.
Me friend! I don't think he
It didn't
believed
work.
me.
They don't like friends.
Whoa, there's another one. Hang on. Wait. Alright, I thought I got stuck in that scamp for a moment, but I was able to... And
Wait, is
that's,
that what they all do when they die, or did you do something special to them?
that's what they all do. Ooh,
Of
iron
course it is.
gauntlets.
Hey, is there a law against pants or what?
I can take off the underwear.
Don't do that.
And I'll take the sack and put the scrolls in it.
Like, who the hell shows up
Inventory
to battle and
management.
they're like, okay, weird gold snake around my neck, obviously. Round t-shirt.
I don't know which of these is on our side.
I don't think any of them are on your side. I think they should all be ended.
Scamp afraid. need. Drop weapon so Scamp feels safe.
We drop our weapon?
No, no.
Weapon? Oh, you mean this?
And then you're going to kill. So, like, we all agree that thing would have immediately tried to suck your blood if you dropped your sword, right?
Sometimes they don't.
To you anyway.
Dude, we've got such high long blade
What?
skill.
Ballet slippers? Every single thing that you add to this character makes me madder at this game. And oddly, every single thing you add to this character makes the outfit less decent.
This one's not attacking us. But
Yeah, I
we
think
need
it's
to
your
grind these skills. Well, we got stuck on him for a moment there.
What is that, like, triangular thing that keeps appearing in your line of sight?
Now, when I hold
Stop.
down space, this is the jump. This shows us how far we'll jump when I let go of space.
What? So, like, hang on. Do you move that thing, or does it just move out from you the whole time you're holding down space?
It moves out from me while I'm holding space.
What an awful piece of
This is
interface
the
that is.
only Elder Scrolls game that tells you how far you're gonna jump.
Is this a
Right?
hallway or some kind of... Like, the geometry of this place you just walked into doesn't make sense to me.
This is the Battlespire. It is a magical plane that the mages go to train in.
Okay.
Now, javelins are melee weapons. Just,
Because someone didn't know what a javelin was.
just throwing that out there.
Granted, you could use a javelin as a melee weapon, but it wouldn't be very effective at it. I mean, it's sharp, but it doesn't have, like, a great grip.
Hey, arrows, awesome.
I mean, I would like to argue that if you only have one javelin in your inventory, you should probably use it as a melee weapon.
That's a fair point. Why do all of the items in your inventory... We're not going to read that, are we?
It basically just says, hey, the management made me install this thing that if all of them are conjoined like this, a device will break the Battlespire away from magic and blow everything up.
I see.
It uses this giant wall of text to explain that.
Yeah, that's showing a great
Storytelling!
knowledge of what your players are hoping for when they shut up your game. Your action game, I should say. You know what? Skyrim has entire books, so you know, who am I to judge? Your jump thing got bigger.
Alright, this one didn't want to talk, it just wanted to be like this.
I
So,
have to go answer the door.
this is how combat looks. Ooh, I'm getting better at dodging. Pants. Do we want to wear pants? Let's wear pants.
Don't tell Sean.
And switch to the worse arrows. Just so we're saving the good ones for later levels.
How many levels are there in Battlespire?
I think 6 or 7. All I know is don't save the game on level 5, because then all your saves get corrupted. By the way, Sean, your mic is muted.
You have to go answer the door.
Ah, okay. I get my arrow back. Dote sigil, those are useless. And you get 1 billion of them. Whoop. Why is-
Uh-oh, that guy looks bigger and worse.
He politely but firmly refuses to speak with us. I'll run away for a bit.
Jumping's
I don't
very
know.
good.
I don't know if politely but firmly includes attempting to murder, but okay.
That's the firm part. Are you on our side, Scamp?
Man, is there really any way to know if a scamp is truly on your side?
It hisses
They're
and
free
spits
spirits.
at
They belong
us.
to the world. And by the world, I mean the depths of hell. Look at them, they're hideous.
Okay, good. He's stuck in a piece of wall and can't move to us any further. So let's just pelt him with
Perfect.
arrows
We're
for
gonna
a
wear
bit.
his armor.
Look, he's just... Honestly, 2020 Riverdance champion. Sure, in 1998 or whenever this was made, it was a terrible game, but here in 2020, that guy's an incredible dancer.
Arrows,
Is this that daggering thing everyone keeps telling me about? Uh-oh. No, you freed the maggot-faced thing behind him.
That one didn't take too many arrows.
Are Vermai and Drenora, like, from something? Or... Oh, thank goodness you're wearing, well, yoga pants, but pants.
Yeah, I found those while you were gone. I can take them off
On
if
this
you want.
axe.
I love how everything in your inventory, like, spirals around like it's a character in a mid-90s rap video, and they just figured out that they could do that camera trick.
Now, we can nest sacks within sacks for
Nest
our
sacks on
own
sacks on
little
sacks.
web of inventory management.
It's a bag of holding.
We can't name or label any of these sacks in any way. So
Hey, what happens if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
I don't know. What do you take me for? Some D&D nerd?
Yeah, buddy, you've been DMing a game that I've been playing since literally high school, so yes. That is what... Hey, listen, that's exactly what I take you for.
Oh,
Do you
hey, that guy.
object to be taken for that?
No, I just wanted to be clear.
Hey, did everything turn green for a second there? What was that?
Yeah, those are the fireballs this guy's sending.
Fireballs make things green.
I think those were actually poison balls.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright.
Is that Scream you?
I think so.
You sound like a bit crushed Michael Jackson.
Alright, I'm super wounded. I did take automatic health regeneration at character creation.
So we'll take. And your health is okay. So you've got 2 bars there, and they are what I assume black bile and yellow bile.
Nope, health and magicka.
Oh, of course, that's still in. And health is the
Purple one.
purple one.
It changes colors, so don't expect to be able to refer to it with a consistent color.
Why does it change? No. You can't just drive by me. Your health bar changes colors. Why does it change colors?
Look, now it's red. The more
'Cause you're
wounded you
almost
are...
dead?
Oh, the Dremora blew itself up.
Why?
Because it used an area attack thing in a place where geometry happened.
Sorry, what?
It's perfect.
It's... like, when its fireball hits, it damages everything from in a radius.
Oh, Chris, you're pretty close to dying here.
Oh, and I'm dead.
Tell me this isn't a permanent death game.
The good news is that you're still alive. Bad news is that you find yourself in a cold, damp dungeon cell. The good news is that the food isn't so bad. The bad news is that you grow old and die in captivity without ever seeing another living soul.
What is this, a Simpsons bit?
This is the death scene. This happens in every death, regardless of the context.
The good news is, the bad news is. The good news is... So, like, if you fall off a cliff...
Yeah, I have gotten this after swimming through lava. Anyway,
no
so
way-
now it closes to DOS.
Sure. Oh,
Uh,
this is what you're talking about. You said that every time you die...
Now the GOG re-release has it set up to automatically relaunch Battlespire when it quits to DOS. That
Well, that's
wasn't
a
part
good-
of the original game. That's just
Wait, there's multiplayer?
What
GOG
is this
improving
doing on
it.
good old games?
There's multiplayer?
There is multiplayer.
How much is this game?
$8.
Sean?
The multiplayer does not work, I do not think. We might be able to try and make it work through LAN, but I gather no one on the internet has ever successfully played a multiplayer game of this.
That's pretty... Okay, first of all, that's legendary. Second of all, however, what a shame
game,
that I'm
new
not
game,
paying
new game.
$8 to fail at playing multiplayer. Not to mention, I'm not spending the rest of this video failing at playing multiplayer.
Alright, so what do we name our
Oh, you have to
character?
make a whole new character, huh?
Oh, I did make a save game, so we could load, but I kind of want to see...
Wait, hang on. Is saving the game a feature of Battlespire?
Yes.
Okay, that was in the original release.
Yeah, like I can click load save game, and there were a couple actually.
I absolutely love the idea of a game that's like, you're done. You're done. Take a break. Go outside.
A lot of games have like hardcore modes or something.
No. Yeah, sure. But in hardcore mode, it says make a new character, not back to DOS with you.
True. And then it
Well, we're gonna name
uninstalls
ourselves
itself.
after the dead guy.
Now, what this game does is if you play as a male character, you're pursuing a woman called Vatasha Tranell.
Okay.
If you're playing as a female character, you're pursuing a man called Josie and Cade.
And you named your last character Josie and Cade.
No, I forget what I named my old character.
I thought it was Josie and Cade.
This is our new character.
Sure.
So, and we can play as one of the 6 Elder Scrolls races that exist.
Or...
That's it.
That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's it.
It sounded like you were going to say another thing.
The main emphasis here was on 6 because Argonians, Khajiit,
Argonians, yeah.
Imperials, Orcs. No.
It's just the boring ones that they kept.
It's just the humans and the elves. Let's be high elves. They're the ones that are bad at magic and good at magic.
Well, hang on. No. Before you click on the high elves, you have to answer me a question. Have you heard of the high elves? It's not a good joke. I'm sorry, carry on.
For those of you in the audience not in the
High
know,
elves.
he's referencing the popular LaFave videos thing. If you've heard of us but not them,
What
congratulations.
the hell are you doing? what a bonkers order you're consuming the internet in. Did you start with newest first?
So, High Elf or let's see, that'll give us a boost to Longblade, which is nice.
I just have to... I'm getting on my phone to check the stream, but first I have to leave the Baba Yaga Wikipedia page, which I was on earlier.
Well,
for
I mean, you have to
something.
ask yourself whether or not checking the comments is really more important than learning about Baba Yaga.
Listen,
What are the
sometimes
friends?
the Baba Yaga
do?
is pretty critical. You gotta research that Yaga. Because if you don't...
Now, I have not played with the
Just like
magic
chicken
system
nuggets.
in this, and I kind of don't want to, but I will, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta find out. But here's and this is what's critical about playing with the magic system in this game. We're gonna make a character who uses magic. But what we're not going to do is learn anything about the magic. And oh my gosh, yes! Oh, look at those hairstyles. Oh, it's gotta be
Sean,
bowl cut.
Does the stream still say that we're playing Skyrim?
The stream? What stream?
Just give me a second.
Raising an eyebrow like, this is an
Yeah.
intriguing version of Skyrim.
That's not
Like
the
the
bowl cut
stream
that I thought you were
details.
picking, though. But it's kind of fun. Okay, so now you've made sort of a George Costanza looking bit. No, go back to George
Is this
Costanza.
the bowl cut?
That is the bowl cut. Ooh, that's a powerful look. But let's see what facial hair we can put with it.
Can we give him a wizard beard?
No, it's just
I
sort of
don't
different
think
types of
so.
stubble. Hang on, that one. The dark one. Like, no, a little further back. It's that one. That's the one.
Okay.
I think that's it. Look at the
Yeah, we
scowl.
need the eyebrow.
Yeah.
Alright, this is Josie and Cade.
He looks like Dwayne The Rock Johnson with a bob.
And new class, obviously.
Naturally.
Yeah, why would we ever play a normal class?
So, we have 4,700 points. We can spend
my
these
God.
boosting strength.
Surely at random.
We can spend these on starting equipment.
We don't have the time.
A cape is
Oh,
free.
Hang on.
We're gonna get a cape.
We are gonna get a cape. That's critical.
Pants.
So I'd like
No. Armbands.
No pants.
No pants, but
armbands.
armbands.
More pants, elven
We're sort of
dagger,
making
short
the
sword.
worst possible Conan the Barbarian.
Before we decide on what kind of weapons and stuff, let's go here. So we did want magic. We should probably spend some points in having more magery.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's a terrible Conan the Barbarian thing, so go for it. That's the one thing I
And
don't
automatic
recommend.
regeneration of spell points. We'd need 2,000 points for automatic regeneration of health.
You might as well get it.
Alright, let's forbid ourselves from using axes or clubs, and now we
Sure.
can automatically regenerate health.
Ah, okay.
And we
Well,
can't
how-
use Daedric stuff. We can use Orcish. Nah, we can use Ebony. We don't need to use Ebony. We can only
Wait, is-
use Adamantium.
Hang on, don't pick one that's the best one, though.
Oh no, this is, like, we can do Daedric and below when we're on this. Now we can do
Okay.
Orcish and below.
Right.
But, like, what are the odds that we're gonna find Orcish materials on this stream?
Sure. Quick question. Isn't Adamantium trademark Marvel Comics?
Absolutely not.
It's not?
Yep.
No. Mithril. I have encountered dwarf elven materials in my quick run-throughs of this before, so we can keep that. Do we want to forbid ourselves from heavy armor?
Absolutely. Wait, hang on. No, Conan the Barbarian never wears armor. So we have to forbid ourselves from light armor.
No armor allowed.
No, because we're making the worst Conan. Which means yes armor.
Okay. That leaves us so this setup of advantages and disadvantages leaves us with 2,600 points.
Great.
We're gonna buy some spells, because that's a thing we've been focusing on.
Sure. Monster
I love
summoning?
monster summoning.
Okay, but we absolutely need to have cause damage and heal ourselves.
Wait. There's just a spell called Cause Damage?
Yes. And cure health,
That's not...
monster summoning.
Wait, Cure Health?
That
Isn't
heals
curing something
ourselves.
getting rid of it?
What else do we want here? Maybe.
Vampiric Drain looked kind of cool. Teleport is the best spell in any setting.
Okay, we'll add teleport. And yes, it is canon that teleportation is in Elder Scrolls. Add it back, Skyrim, you coward.
No, you have to fast travel.
After that, let's just pump points into,
We have next to no points left.
like, stats, right?
Let's pick our skills. So the spells we picked are... I guess one of them is going to be a destruction, one of them is a... I don't know, restoration?
Yeah.
Listen, this is all great. But what if, instead, we put everything into strength and just go? I'm talking 4,700 points, all into strength, and we just get in.
This is as many as we're... You know what?
51?
Sure. I mean, oh, we'd have to undo everything else we've done so far?
Okay, it's not worth it. I just want to see what a 4,700 points.
I mean, I'm happy
character
making a
can
punch
do.
master.
The dagger.
Yeah, let's make
Yeah,
a
you know what? Let's restart and make a punch master.
Just put it all in strength. Everything. Just nothing but strength.
So, skills hand to hand.
No. Okay, one skill, but then all the rest is
No,
strength.
we have to pick skills.
Ugh.
It doesn't cost any points, it's just asking us what are the 3 primary skills, what are the 3 major skills.
Okay, fine.
And I'm gonna give ourselves... We are not allowed any form of equipment.
I see. Yes, I like this. So that we can put more points into strength.
We don't regenerate spell points.
No, obviously not.
Do we want to have some immunity to stuff, or just go... No, we're going pure strength, right?
You can make an argument for immunity.
Well, we'll see how high this 12,000 points can pump our strength.
Is it 100 points per strength point? Yeah, it is.
75 is the maximum. We aren't allowed to pump strength anymore. Battlespire,
Endurance
you
and
coward.
agility. Endurance, agility, speed, and luck.
Yeah. That's fair.
Alright, I was gonna give us some immunities.
Oh, actually, yeah, do that.
Just immune to every kind of magical effect.
Sure, adamantium is a registered trademark of Marvel.
What is athleticism, adrenaline rush,
A
and
lot of
acute
things
fearing do?
reference. Athleticism. Adds a bonus to most physical skills, 400 points.
That sounds like hand-to-hand.
Adrenaline rush makes you a tougher opponent when you are near death.
Sure, one punch. Near death.
I kind of think regenerate health is really important, actually, though.
Okay, we might
That
as well
seems
grab
pretty
it.
critical for this guy, yeah.
Because unless we have a healing spell, if we pull away from endurance, do we get enough for... just barely. So this is Punchmaster?
Punchmaster, and his last name is Ironjaw.
Do we want to have pants?
No.
We at least have a cape, right?
Armbands and a cape, and that's it.
Oh, we're not allowed to pick a cape this time. I think it randomizes what items are available.
Okay, well, armbands it is.
No, there are no armbands either.
Okay, well, we have to kill until we get a cape. Then.
Can we
Let's
choose
go.
more skills, please? Like
Alright.
jump?
Skill choosing is just, it's video poison.
Jumping.
Yeah, we'll just click quickly through.
Yeah, get through it.
There, hand-to-hand and dodging are there.
Dodging,
Those are the ones
yeah.
we care about. Sure, let's have backstabbing and... There is a... and critical strike.
That seems important.
And the rest won't really matter. Sure, swimming. Stealth will be a sneaky punch.
Sneaky punchman.
We're banned from using any weapons and will never regenerate spells, so all of these are completely and utterly useless no matter what.
Put a point in thaumaturgy. And then you can listen, you never regenerate spells, but you can do thaumaturgy once.
Perfect.
What,
That's exactly what we want.
what is the skill mysticism in this context?
Spells that don't fit into anything else, basically.
Ugh.
And we are a Punchmaster.
Punchmaster Ironjaw.
How long do you think it'll let us... Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
Alright, our level 1 class has been saved.
it's
Done.
so critical in his last movie, Ironjaw, to me. I don't know why.
Alright, and I'm just gonna save the game. We'll overwrite this one.
Magic. Yes, all caps.
Now just
All right.
punch these immediately.
By the way, the interface you may have noticed has changed. I don't know why. Sometimes it goes to that minimal one, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, the tab button is what changes them.
Okay, it's the tab button.
There, everything is explicable.
Okay, let's just go punch these scamps.
They're gonna talk to us as soon as we get close to them.
Yeah, no, just punching. No.
What wants it? Keys? Keys in dark.
God, it's like
Yeah?
your creepy
You
uncle
what?
doing an impression
Oh,
of
here.
Gollum that
You
nobody
Trinell
wanted to
thing?
hear.
Richard what? Trinell thing?
No, you know what? It's not. It's like a creepy uncle doing an impression of Pikachu. Like, this is what he thinks Pikachu sounds like. Oh man, you can't even one punch this little goblin guy?
There, it's dead.
The little noises he makes.
We do 6 to 8 damage with our hand-to-hand.
Oh, we gotta.
Is that good or
those
bad?
are rookie numbers. We're gonna pump those numbers up.
Then we're on that grind. Oh, a scamp in the background just died.
Why?
Because it fought the Vermine.
Oh,
My blow has stunned the opponent.
Vermine has decided to sort of wig out in the background, which I respect.
Yeah, this is what happens when the AI gets stuck in a wall. Oh, it's changed its mind and decided not to be stuck.
Oh my god, the glitching is just intolerable.
We'll take a sack, sure.
Is
Hey,
that dude wearing a loincloth or not even?
he's wearing a loincloth. Immunity's only for women.
Great. What a progressive attitude this game has.
It was the 90s. Letting you play as a woman at all without any stat penalties was progressive.
That's somewhat brutal, but fair. So Raven, what's good with you while Chris sort of beats the hell
I have
out
to
of
run.
Spider-Man?
Shit.
Oh, that's it. Into the dungeon with you, apparently.
We're still alive.
Who? Like, what is the story of you being fished out of that lava pile?
Well, they have magic to. This is very funny to me. I'm sorry.
What, the fact that it quits to desktop every time you die?
Yeah.
It's like it's telling you, get out of here, scrub. Nobody wants you. You gave us the money for the game, and that's all we
What?
care about.
Man flesh. It talks. Keys. Yeah. You what?
For some reason, like, listen, if you cut off all his sentences in just one word,
Okay, we have to drop our weapon for it.
So Scamp feel safe.
yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
go
Let's
ahead,
oblige. They're all attacking me.
Oh, good. Joke's on you, you little shit. We never needed a weapon to start with.
That ow is actually the scamp, by the way, if that's the scream you were
No,
talking
yeah, I
about.
figured that. I love the one that's just decided to run in circles off to the left this whole time.
Now, there is a spell called Confuse, which, when it hits an opponent, makes them decide to run around in random directions without any clear reason. That's not that different from how the AI usually
Yes.
plays.
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't make your game do that if they're already going to be doing it. Gosh. These are the most... Listen, okay. In Super Mario Brothers, the first enemy that you come across, somewhat aesthetically pleasing. A Goomba? Sure, it looks like a little brown mushroom. It's kind of a turd, but it's iconic. I have a stuffed Goomba in my house. The bold choice that they made with Elder Scrolls, what is this? Battleforge? Battle Tower? Battlespire. The bold choice that they made with Battlespire is that the first enemy you encountered would be just the most uncanny valley little bastard the world has ever seen.
I like how you suggested one worse and one better name for this game.
Which one was which?
Battleforge is a badass name.
Battleforge is a cool name. That's true. That's fair.
Battle Tower is
Battle
a
Tower is
bad.
nothing.
It's a
Battle Tower
Pokemon
is-
thing.
Yeah.
Can I take one of these on with the
And then the
fist?
second enemy that you run across is just... Are those wrinkles on its face? Yeah, right? It looks like a Tuscan Raider that got left out in the sun too long, which is saying something. No, you know what? It looks like a waterlogged Tuscan Raider, because their whole thing is already being out in the sun.
Alright, I've successfully escaped that thing because it's too tough for me right now. And we bought regenerating health, so...
So thank goodness for that. Hey Chris, what are the blue, like, Omega logos you keep picking up?
Dote sigils.
Which
They grant you about 2 seconds of etherealness.
which is useful for
Walking through opponents occasionally.
etherealness. Oh, you mean intangibility.
That's not what the spell effect is called. Here, I'll
It's
pick...
called etherealness?
Yep,
You are joking.
I mean,
read
that's
the
what
manual.
the statistic in.
You know what?
Like, you
Just
become
for that,
ethereal when
I
you're
will.
a ghost, according
I am going to read the manual.
Fine, I'll send it to you. Hang on.
I can get it on Google.
Is this a button puzzle?
It looks a lot like falling into the floor and getting incinerated into a dungeon. Also.
Well, the Vermai's not gonna chase us here. He has something against narrow catwalks over lava. A coward. That was not the best shortcut I could have taken.
That was not.
Now, the good news is I'm immune to fire damage.
Completely?
Yeah, I took that immunity, remember?
Awesome. Are we trapped here forever, though?
Yes. Which means we don't... Which means we get to not go through that crash to desktop thing. I spent a second there stuck in the floor. See?
I think we have to reload our save, though, at this point, right?
Yeah.
Which means we have to punch those scamps?
Do you want to see level 2?
Yeah.
Because I did beat level 1 in my spare time, because I'm that kind of person, I guess.
What's the first enemy you run into in, like...
Now, interestingly, it's still showing me the portrait of our
Yeah, I was
Punch
wondering.
Master.
Is that...
Whereas this is
that
what
who
I
you
look
are now?
like right now.
Right. I noticed that you are not wearing any underdrawers, which seems like a problem to me. but
Now, the
okay.
thing about clothes is that they weigh more than arrows. And this archer was running low on carrying capacity.
So you dropped all of the,
Yeah, this game actively encourages that.
That's brutal.
Like, if I bring the character up again, this is what the bottom armor is. It calls itself Greaves, and it literally is just the Greaves. It doesn't include the rest of the armor.
Huh. I don't want to keep looking at that screen, so let's visit that as little as possible.
Alright.
Okay, so what are we looking at here?
This is the Star Galley. I guess this save game was from before I sealed off the anchors and stuff, so I'm gonna need to quickly do a run around of this completed level.
Oh, wow, filing cabinets. What an incredible fantasy world they put together here. Hallways.
Yeah,
The
the first
same-
level is actually generally regarded as the weakest. And like,
Oh, it gets better as it goes?
in theory, to an extent.
This looks like the first level again. How is this even different?
Yeah, like I was about to go through the galley to reach the second level, but I need
Oh, I
to
see.
activate some things because the save game wasn't as advanced as I thought it was.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and push them switches. Oh, that's what you need to activate? That,
Yep.
I actually like that thing. The glowing effect, I don't know, it's working
Yeah, I don't
for
see
me.
why you have a problem with filing cabinets in a place where there are supposed to be wizards.
Well, that's okay. That's a fair point. It's just
If
not
I'm a
very
wizard, I have
fantastic.
like 1,000 filing cabinets.
Yeah, they're all just full of different spells.
I think
And
I
hang on.
pushed
Oh
those.
no, you didn't. Next one you gotta show me them touching.
Go what?
It's just I like the moment when those two blue things touch. I don't know why. It's totally irrational, but oh no, they never actually touch. That's kind of better somehow. Oh, they're so close, but they're not quite touching. I don't know why
They're
that brings
just-
me such joy.
They're just close enough to convey the anchor energy that severs this place from Magica, which frees the Star Galley somehow.
It really disturbs me that you know the lore.
What can
I mean,
say?
that's sure.
I'm
That's,
an
is
Elder
that what that
Scrolls
giant
fan.
paragraph says? Probably. Am I ever going to find out what that giant paragraph says? No.
Yes, when we try to be the first people to have ever played a multiplayer Battlespire playthrough via the internet.
What is the multiplayer even supposed to look like?
There are multiple of them.
Yeah, but like, okay, and it's like Quake or whatever, where you're just all running around the same map?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to the manual, life just doesn't get better than the multiplayer. It is the apex, comparable to how good tabletop RPGs are. So.
Oh, that's right. I was bringing up the.
Check out the last page and give it a read if you like. Or maybe not the last page.
Still.
You'll probably know
log
it is.
Into emulator
Kind of hilarious.
in order to get it, which I don't really want to do.
There's another thing I can seal somewhere.
Just another seal to sing to?
It
Why are
might-
you singing to the seals? Not that they couldn't use it.
Do I want to wear pants or the thongs of healing?
Pants.
Thong of healing, thong of healing. Listen, if I'm in a fantasy world, that's my choice.
What a shoulder angel, shoulder devil situation.
We
put
can
Chris
only
in.
carry one.
If it's a one or the other, it's the thong, okay?
I mean, if we double click
No.
on it, it'll activate a magical spell that heals us.
Oh, okay. No, that's.
We only have 7 potions of cure health.
Even I have to admit that that's more important than pants. But only slightly. On Maslow's hierarchy of needs, safety does come above clothing.
Not dying from injury comes above wearing clothing. By quite a bit.
Yeah, let's activate this thong.
Oh my God.
We healed 10.
There are women in my life. How am I going to explain this to them? They see this video and they're gonna be like, Sean, what is wrong with you and your friends?
Fine, I'll switch to pants and use healing potions.
Surprisingly, I don't think that the argument, but we had to or else we would have died, is going to carry a lot of weight when we have that conversation.
I don't know, I think someone will accept that.
What's the last page supposed to be, Chris?
There's basically
got-
just one where the developer is talking up the game.
In the sources, the notes, and the very last one is blank, so probably not. I'm looking at the user's guide though, is that what I'm supposed to be looking at?
Probably not. Now,
Oh,
one
that's
fun
still
thing
fun.
about the dote sigils is that there are these dote sigils that pretty much half of the enemies you kill will be carrying. There are also
Right.
dote sigils of entry. You have to have one of those in your inventory, or you won't be able to walk through plot
Oh,
necessary
like there's
gates.
no way to tell the difference?
You can read the name of the item, but you have to actually select it and browse through it. You can't tell at a glance.
Ugh.
Puzzles!
You know how in Super Mario, the fire flower is also the exact same as the door unlocking flower? No, it isn't, because that would be pointlessly confusing. And frankly, just an arrogant way to treat your player base. God, the spinning of those axes is making me sick.
That's what axes do when you leave them alone.
Like, why did they spend time animating that, but not, like, making sure that characters don't occasionally get stuck on inches of floor?
That cape's a mood.
That cape is pretty spectacular, actually. It's a good cape.
Yeah.
Not
This
that I want
cape-
to spend any more time than we have to on this menu screen, but the cape is improving it at least.
Go away. Okay, this save game isn't the instant move to level 2 that I thought it was.
Yeah, I guess not. Alas.
Let's keep doing Punch Guy, who's immune to everything.
Yep. Oh,
Admittedly,
so,
the extremely slow grind that is doing damage to enemies might not be great.
What an absolute trash game this is.
Yeah, but you'll annihilate the Tremora whenever you see them because they can't hurt you because they use magic.
They can also walk up to me and use a
What?
sword.
Man flesh. It talks. What one?
Oh, good. I can't
Girly?
wait to have this
Girly
conversation
gone,
again.
Flesh bit.
He did just call us flesh bits.
That's
Yeah.
new.
You what? How here? You Trinell thing? Rishal what Trinell thing?
No. Why is the first thing in this game this thing talking to you?
They wanted to put their best feet forward.
Hey, what does Maggot Man have to say? Oh, the scream! Oh, you know what I just realized? I just said something that suggests serious trauma has been done to me by this game. Like, how many times in your life have you heard someone say, oh, the screaming, and that person being like a well-adjusted individual?
I don't know, like a handful.
What? Hey, Chris, when you kill them, how come they,
Vaporize?
disintegrate? Yeah.
Daedra.
What?
They're not fleshy things like you or me. That's why they call us flesh bits.
It looks like they're getting beat up by, like, a torture version of the Starship Enterprise.
Do we want to have these scrolls?
Why would
Nah,
you
it
ever
seems like
not
we have
want a
unlimited
scroll?
inventory space.
Yeah, I'll put them in. I mean, we don't use weapons or armor. I don't think inventory space is gonna be an issue.
Yeah, no, but scrolls contain information.
Ooh,
I
me
assume.
mankin. Scamp afraid. Drop weapons so Scamp feels safe.
Yeah, okay. Good scamp.
Oh, that actually worked? Wait a minute, so that thing saw you drop your... What does it think it saw you drop?
I don't know, but it liked what it saw. Yeah, let's just carry 4 identical looking sacks. Remember, the first one is the Dote Sigil one, the second one is the Scrolls one.
Except for the Dote Sigil, which snuck its way into the scrolls.
And what's in this chest?
Clothing, come on.
A sword. Ugh. We'll just put the chest in the bag.
Yes. I love
You know,
it.
if you put the bag in the chest, you'd have one distinguishable menu item. But I guess no, that's not what we want to do. That guy's armor is pretty bitchin'. I gotta give credit where it's due. Like every other part of this game sucks.
I think you can pierce his armor.
Combat!
And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's going on?
It looks like he's doing the dance for that He-Man video.
Ooh, steel greaves. We can't wear armor, though.
Oh.
This goes in the Dote sack. And fine, we'll take the chest out of the chest sack. We'll even get rid of the empty sacks.
Are capes armor?
I don't think so.
Good, because it's critical to me that this guy eventually puts on a cape.
So we're able to open one of these, I think. Oh, he just hit himself with a fireball. Hush, I'm trying to laugh at your master.
Talk to him. What does he
Oh,
have to say?
see, your master killed himself with the fireball.
Chris, what does the Maggot Man have to say? Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Speak Tamrielic, you lackwit brute.
Give it a... Oh man, I wanted you to give it a hurring yourself.
It's not willing to talk anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. You were pretty rude the first time. So. I wouldn't want to talk to you again either.
Is this scamp on our side, or is it just neutral? Neutral.
What a useless scamp. You know, this game has
Join me.
permanently ruined the word scamp for me, I think.
And that scamp is now sneering and refusing to speak with me. Need to spend some time healing. This didn't go
Apparently, you guys
well
are only
before.
coming in my left headphone.
Oh, different combat. Or different dialogue options. Do we want to say ouch, 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 or try and ask about our friend Vitasha? I'm getting some weird audio from someone.
Sorry, that's me.
Let's ask it if it can take us to our friend.
It doesn't seem interested.
I'm not sure that thing has interests other than, like, rotting meat.
Well, time to run away while my health regens. Oh, I run too quickly. I got close to it from the other side.
What kind of yakety sax bullshit is this? So hang on, if you push that button, what happens?
The maze rises.
Okay.
It probably can't follow us onto it, and this time I won't jump. I think that was my mistake.
Does the maze stay risen? Yes, it's not going back down. Is this a maze? This seems like it's kind of the opposite of a maze.
You can just sort of see the paths.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
like in a
elaborate.
maze you walk around on the... It just wigs out.
Why me? Hate man can jabber jabber.
So, do we ask where our friend is? Do we swear that he'll be unharmed? Or just threaten for keys?
Threaten for keys, in this case.
Keys?
I don't like them, and I
Keys
don't
in
want to
dark,
give them anything
nasty
pleasant,
place.
including
Near my
conversation.
tail. What? Look. See?
No, thank you.
Wait, did it just say the keys were in its butt?
It said keys are in a dark, nasty place near its tail. A cape and a dote sigil. Ooh, the dote sigil of entry.
Wait, a cape? Chris, way to bury the lead. Put the cape on immediately.
Alright, so just gonna hop past.
Don't you mess me around, Paul Freeman. I will walk off this street.
Has he done this?
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, that's a
And
good
this is a cape of the averted eye.
What?
This is the cape of the averted eye.
I think gives you stealth.
Now, there is no guide anywhere to what all the possible names of enchanted items mean.
Cool.
There is nowhere that you can look up averted eye means this.
Well, it's either stealth or...
Alright, now this scamp has gotten stuck on the wall, so we could just ignore it.
No,
I
that's
didn't
XP.
Armbands of snow.
Yes. There you go.
Oh man, this is perfect.
Now you're looking like Wonder Woman.
We're a Punchmaster Ironjaw to be proud of.
I kind of regret not taking like the cool Grey Temple like TV show that was taken.
Oh, a cog of flux capacitation.
What?
It's a flux
No.
capacitor.
Stop. What?
A cog of flux capacitation.
Yeah, no, I did hear you. It's just that
What?
I'm surprised that you would dare.
And we can't wear these because they're armor. Now, while you've seen that greaves are only greaves, pauldrons are more than just pauldrons.
What is the visual... Hang on. What is the visual component of these? A crown and
That's what a greave looks like.
some disembodied hooves, I guess?
And those are pauldrons. Really, these look more like greaves than that does.
Right,
But-
and that
Yeah.
doesn't look like anything but maybe a crown. For like a really wide-headed person.
Oh, hey, a scamp.
Hey, 2 scamps.
What? Really? Okay, sure.
There.
What? That worked?
We gave him an oath not to harm him, because we love our scampy little boys.
Okay, that one was genuinely endearing. I will grant you that.
Walk into the purple crystal and we get some health back.
What?
Sure, you know, like purple crystals do.
Oh,
At least it's the same color as your health bar. That makes an iota of sense.
well, not anymore. Now our health bar is blue.
Yeah, I'm confused as to the overall health bar issue.
Alright, now this scamp we haven't promised not to kill. And it seems interested in killing us.
Weapon now.
This is a new option, and I don't know why we have it. It says we're wearing the amulet, which isn't a thing.
Wait, hang on. No. I want to see if you can bluff it into thinking you're wearing an amulet. And also kissing your butt.
Boss. Danger.
Wait, no, it's my amulet. What makes you think? Ah, phooey.
Ah, phooey is not the kind of dialogue I expected based on all of the other dialogue options that have been available so far.
I do not know what that interaction just was, but it involved it still being hostile to me, so...
I think what's more important is that it involved the phrase ah, phooey.
Well, yeah, that's just how Iron Jaw do.
Iron Jaw apparently is a simple country lawyer who don't know too much about big city law.
Button.
Press the button.
Yes,
What?
button. Arrows, bow, sword. Nah.
I just may be a simple country punch master. Don't know nothing about no big town city magica.
Or amulets.
Amulets.
So yeah, the story
Well,
is
one
this
thing
guy
I-
is training as a battle mage for the Empire.
It's that the only way to solve my problems is through violence.
So, I mean, I would assume that the end of this plot is that it turns out that this entire thing was set up to be the training of every single battle mage, and if they can survive through this, they have the stuff to be battle mages.
Do you want spoilers?
No.
Aye.
Yes, I'm never gonna play this game.
Yeah, go for it. Spoil the hell out of it.
The fact
Do you
that
want-
this was a training mission is referenced in that starting scroll and nowhere else. There's a genuine Daedric invasion thing going on.
Oh,
By the same guy who did a Daedric invasion in Oblivion.
this guy's animations don't make any sense. He's
Oh, really?
literally doing the back and forth movement from the He-Man music video.
Politely but firmly refuses to speak with you, takes a punch, and dies.
You know why he can't speak to you, right?
The cape?
No, because the moment you did, he'd go, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. That's it. Hey.
Ooh, a scroll.
What's that? Potions.
Cure
And then they'd have
health
to
and
license that
etherealness.
song. Although they didn't seem to have any problem stealing Marvel comics out of anti copyright, so.
According to now, Vatasha's sort of running ahead of us and leaving us notes from time
Well,
place.
that's nice of her.
Adamantium is definitely not copywritten. It's just something that's
Yeah,
like,
that's it. That's a
nope.
D&D thing. That's just sort
No,
of
adamantine is the D&D thing, which they used to get around the adamantium copyright. I think it is
it
because
predates
in-
Marvel as a term.
because instead of making Captain America's shield adamantium, which it's supposed to be, well, it's an
They're
adamantium
both
vibranium
Marvel.
But they never mentioned adamantium in the Marvel movies because they sold the movie rights to the concept of adamantium.
It's from the
along
comic
with
books that it's
Wolverine to
vibranium.
Fox. But it's a vibranium adamantium hybrid. I guess they could have just not wanted to introduce an extra concept. I gotta tell you, those potions look refreshing. I would down one of those with
Alright.
a veal sandwich.
There. We have healed 11 hit points from that.
Nice. It's not a lot, but it's a start. It's it's not a whole meal of a drink. It's not a protein shake. It's more of a blood orange soda. It's a aperitif. Does that not work? Oh no.
With a dismissive gesture, it does not appear. Well, it's tried to cast a spell on us, but we're immune to all forms of magic.
It's actually proto-adamantium.
So we get to have this nice little thing where we watch ourselves grind his hit points down.
What's proto-adamantium, Raven?
Okay, the Vermeer's regarding us thoughtfully and gesturing to speak, while this guy keeps stabbing us.
Oh.
Keep in mind that it's Vermeer gesturing us to speak.
Wait, that's the like gross magic man? Okay, cool. Well, I can't wait to find out what it has to say.
Well, you'll have to, because we need to heal a bit. So we hide in a corner and wait. Nope.
That doesn't look like what you're doing.
I thought it was really wounded too, and I had enough to take a couple blows. I was right about having enough to take a couple blows.
So yeah, the shield is made out of vibranium, steel alloy, and an unknown third component.
Oh, really?
Which has never been duplicated.
Is that in...
Yeah.
Where have you read that?
I'm reading the page.
Oh right, we were running from this guy originally. Well, he got stuck in some wall, so...
was created by accident, never duplicated, although efforts to reverse engineer it resulted in the discovery of adamantium.
Huh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, there you go. Close the door, close the door. No, came through.
Alas. Still, we were able to punch this one out really well. Our hand-to-hand damage has gone up. Yay, skill grinding.
That's the stuff. Pretty soon you'll be doing the kind of damage that instantly kills dudes in suits of armor. Oh look, a bunch of reading. Doop.
There's two of the armor guys here.
Dude, you're not gonna survive this one.
Oh, that one just fireballed
Unless
the other
of them
one.
Kills the other, of course.
Potion of Restoration. Dote Sigil. We're ethereal. Not ethereal enough to walk through that, but still
No.
be it.
How
Are you stuck?
many
Are you
games have
gonna
you guys
blast
played
yourself?
where the enemies like step on each other's toes in their attempt to get at you?
You just do that for a bit. You enjoy dancing. I'll go back and heal.
River dance champ.
Wow, that jumping thing goes a lot farther now.
Oh my gosh, you're basically the human flea.
Yeah? You what? How here? You Trinell thing? Rishal what?
Join me.
That's not even coherent. Why would you ask that thing to join you? It
You're not
speaks like
joining
it's
me.
having a stroke.
In Oblivion, you can summon these things as followers. You can't speak with them, though.
Of course. No, that would be important.
Oh, you did join me. You just needed me to punch you out of position for you to remember that. Yeah, you go do that.
Chris, is that thing like glitching like it's behind the wall to you too, or is that
Yep.
just on my screen?
Yeah, the
Okay, cool.
drawing order was also glitched there. That doesn't always happen. Battlespire!
Battlespire! What a masterpiece of a video game this is. I've seldom seen one that runs worse, which is, you know, a dubious distinction, but a distinction to be sure. Oh, you don't even need to fight anything anymore. You can just leapfrog away.
But I want to grind them stats. Besides,
Oh, you did it.
I got armbands now. Sure.
I liked your other ones better.
And I can't wear boots, I don't think.
You can't wear boots?
Oh, these say iron, right? And they give AC,
Yeah.
so they count as
Yeah,
armor.
Yep. I cannot take that dude's haircut seriously. Which, I mean, sure, is why we picked it, but...
Oh, my jumping skill is increased. Map. I guess we haven't gone this way.
So, hang on. Is the whole Battlespire dimension just, like, hallways?
Nope.
What's outside these walls? Oh,
Here's
darkness.
a different part of it. I was observing the darkness. Get back.
Can you punch it off the cliff?
I punch it into a corner. It doesn't really know how to deal with that.
So confused.
That's just a sort of a constant part of combat in this game.
If you could just get him.
Alright, I would actually be pretty sad if we lost all our progress, so...
Yeah, sure. Punch 2. The Fist of Power. That's pretty good.
Now, we do have the Dote Sigil of Entry, so we should actually be allowed to get past these ones.
Oh, those are a barrier?
Oh yeah, if we went there without the sigil, we'd be taking damage.
What?
And knocked back. Possibly off the side.
Who builds
I like
bridges
this
like this?
tutorialization. We're forced to jump because these bridges don't touch each other.
Yeah, but like, who was like, yeah, I'm gonna put one here, and then the other one at a 45-degree angle to it. Not quite touching.
Obviously, this is to test whether or not you can jump.
It's a training course.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Do we want to wear pants?
Let's see what they look like. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, they don't
nope.
coordinate well.
Far
Potion
too
of
Bruce
Cure
Lee,
Health.
and I can't see the bow. Which is, as it turns out, a critical part of Punchmaster Ironjaw.
Another set of armbands.
Well, we'll try that. Yeah! It matches your cape much better.
Now, I don't know what the armbands of snow do. I assume frost damage to an enemy. That was a risky jump.
Yeah, it was.
And this jump went a bit to the side, which happens sometimes in Battlespire.
Is there a reason that we're aware of, or?
No.
Cool.
And this is a game that regularly features jump or die puzzles.
That's so very cool and good. And also, if I may follow up, it's very good and cool.
Good and cool. Yeah.
See, Raven already knows where I'm going. I don't even finish sentences around Raven anymore. I just say the first word and I let him extrapolate the rest.
There's also very good and cool, which is my favorite.
Oh, that's delightful in a way that I wasn't expecting to deal with today. So now there's just sort of segments of dirt coming up out of the dim deeps.
Battlespire.
Oh, you can't keep using that as an excuse. At a certain point, we have to address this game as a
Great.
joke.
Now we're in a dungeon, Sean. This is what happens.
Are we? I think maybe that's where we leave it for today. We come back to Battlespire another time, eh?
We're coming back to Battlespire?
It's possible. I don't know.
We haven't really
You
explored...
actually said it's a better game from level 1, right? Or
That's what I've heard. I haven't
but-
personally experienced that.
Sure.
But, alright, I'm willing to help explore deeper into the Battlespire in future sessions.
Surely it's higher up the Battlespire.
The actual lore here is that in level 1 is the Battlespire. We blow that up and fly away in the Star Galley to other parts of Oblivion.
First thing that happens, huh?
I do kind of dig Battlespires. Hey, there's a whole bunch of different Daedric realms working together, jump between all of them and explore some of the weirdest interdimensional stuff in the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they executed it with, like, the slightest bit of competence.
Sure. Agreed.
Like,
Do you know what else that I wish? Is that they had made really even one of the enemies, not the deepest dive into the uncanny valley that I've ever seen.
you haven't seen all the enemies yet.
Oh, see, that's the kind of thing that you say. In fact, that's exactly the point I want to end this on. I haven't seen all the enemies yet.
Alright.
Can't wait to see them next time we come back to Battlespire for another shot. I'm currently I just happened to open up my Steam as we were closing off here, and I see that Slay the Spire is on sale, so I'm probably gonna get that. And that's a different Spire game with battles in it, and a better one.
You heard it here, audience. It's a different game with spires in it. This has been, frankly, Unstreamable.
What a word salad conclusion. Thank you for that, Chris. Bye-bye, audience.
Okay, bye, audience.